Hi everyone, Ken Mason from Whispering Souls. Um, so I'm just doing this quick video. It's kind of a discussion video. Um, I want to talk about differences in the with mediums. We all know about the spiritual medium. Everybody sees them. They talk to them. They visit them. Well, maybe not go see them, but they're well known. I mean, they're all over the TV and whatnot, bringing back past loved ones. But the first one I want to talk about is the physical medium. So they were very popular in the late 1800s to 1920s, 1930s. And essentially the whole thing that they proposed or tried to prove that if they took somebody and they put them in a box where they couldn't move and let them meditate for 8 hours, um, and the whole purpose, of course, is combining them is that they get past that uncomfortable mode of your physical body and they transcend, go past that physical connection, and are able to move around, play the guitar, make sounds on the piano, touch people. At times, one of the things they always say is that some of them would sit in a chair and they will literally leave their body, and at that time when they leave their body, ectoplasm would come out of the bodies, or you can see it come out, proving that they've left their body and connecting to the spiritual world. Nowadays, though, these have been kind of related to trans people. Trans people, not the trans that we're talking about now, but people who do trans readings. So basically, you go into a deep trance, and as with this deep trance, you start leaving your body, and you've left your body behind. And again, you have to learn how to get past the physical restrictions, to get past the uncomfortableness, like an OBE, where you have this, be very, very still until your spirit body leaves your body, and your body will test you. It'll say, hey, is he asleep yet? But you have to make sure you don't move, you don't react to anything. And this is basically what a trance is all about. It's the same as channeling, is also, to me, considered a physical mediumship. Simply because with channeling, you're actually either writing or you're talking into a recorder, but you're not quite aware of what you're saying. Writing, which to me is the physical mediumship. As we already said about the physical medium, that's the second type. We already discussed that one. But now there's also the personal medium. And to me, this is probably something that really hasn't been discussed or labeled or thought of. Because, everybody thinks that, the mediumship, you have to be a special person, it has to be a gift, and you have to do this, and that's not true. Our personal mediumship, is the ability to know when is to be able to know when somebody's about to do something, when something's about to happen, but not like a psychic would. Examples I can give you is, if you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself you wouldn't mind have a pizza, then partner or somebody in the room would say, hey, how about a pizza? And you would say, I was just thinking about that. It's the ability, or you're sitting there and you suddenly think about your mother, then the phone rings and it's your mother, or anybody in particular. It could also be you walking down the street and also thinking of somebody, then that person is around the corner and you haven't seen them in 10 years. It's getting information about something spiritual that's going to happen. And it's all about getting messages from your spirit guide, who's not you don't talk to him on the spiritual mediumship level. You talk to him on the personal level because he's part of you. You don't need to go through the spiritual part. But how this whole process works, though, is that we have the spiritual body on one side, and then you have our soul, our world in this side, but in between is the astral plane. And the astral plane is a place where we can go and we can visit things, or we can transmit things, or We don't have to go to the spiritual world to do something, because if we go there, then the only way we can go there is if we die. So this whole thing is all about being able to communicate people without talking. And that's basically what it is. You think you want a pizza, then all of a sudden it gets broadcasted into the astral plane. Your kids, your husband, and everybody is connected to the astral plane, and all of a sudden it kind of gets redirected to them. And so they suddenly think of it. And this is all about our ability to talk to people without actually talking. And we do it all the time. We know when the boss is coming. We know, when we're getting packages for no appearing. You might sit there and go, "Oh my God, my partner's coming home and they're pissed off." And you know these things before it happens, because you are connected to them, and they're communicating to you through that spiritual part. So anyways, so that is the 3 different types of mediumships that we have. So I just wanted to explain those 3, so everybody is, when we talk about mediums, that we're not just talking about the one thing. There are 3 different types. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this. So we'll see you next time on the next video, and hope you enjoyed this. Take care. Bye.